Hello, hello. So the other day I was driving to work and it was pouring rain and I got a little outside of town on the interstate and I hit a bridge and got a little sideways, got it straightened out, and then got into the city and it was raining a little more. And as you saw in the last whatever video, I put some slicks on the back. Well, as it is, I was coming around a curve, and the slicks were slick that day, and it spun me around. I ended up spinning around probably 8-9 times altogether in the little Sonoma. I was doing about 75 when I smacked the wall. If you want to know if the radio stays on when you wreck your truck, it does. Right in the front. And airbag blew off, messed up the whole entire front of the Sonoma, and locked up the fan, so it's slightly overheated, but didn't shut off or nothing. I only had like another 10-ish minutes to work, so I pulled the bumper out of the tire and fired it back up, and then drove it the rest of the way to work. And then at work, I used the forklift and the overhead crane to straighten out the front end just a little bit so the fan would spin again, and I was able to drive home. It hit so hard the taillight popped out of the back. It broke the mount for the taillight. Thought that was pretty interesting. I tucked the airbag back in its home, and now it's in the garage to get fixed. I had already bought a bunch of front end parts. These ones, I'll show you right quick. Bunch of front end parts and new wipers for when it's, raining. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull the front end apart and see what all we need to replace for the body panels now, and I believe the rad sport. Other than that, I don't think it really messed up a whole lot. Didn't even puncture the radiator, so we are good there. And depending on what it looks like, we might get a whole new front clip. Who knows? So let's go check out that real quick and see what we got. Looks like a little sad Ranger now, or Sonoma. Get that out of there. Oh, my tools fell. Yeah, this is the driver's airbag. I hit so hard the tail light fell off. Oh, it's full of water. Ooh-wee. So, it got all of this stuff. Headlights gone, bumpers toast. This fender doesn't really look that bad, but it's kind of crinkled right here and then up here. The hood was all smashed in. We pulled it out. All this, I believe I got to straighten the frame horn. This got all bent up. All this was pushed way back. I just hooked the forklift up to it and put it in reverse real fast. The hood latch still works, still pops as it should. It is harder to open. I don't know where the doohickey went. There it is. This is kind of angled back. I ripped this out right here. Let's get you in here. Right here, ripped it out. A bunch of plastics broke off. Bent that all up. But it didn't break a hole in the radiator, so that's cool. This was all smashed down and the fan wouldn't spin. Spins now. This was way down here. Still a little liquidy in there. So, for the most part, we're just going to go ahead and try and fix it. So it'll probably be a couple little parts of me tearing it down and putting new stuff on it. And the dogs are going to help, isn't that right, Clutch?